should be noted that the lone loss that Lineker has inside the octagon was by submission. Bagautinov caught him with a guillotine in his first fight ever inside the octagon. And especially interesting considering what a submission specialist Bagautinov is, and they're down on the ground. Inside the guard, right away, Bagautinov trying to pass over that left leg, putting all of his weight down, looking for the opportunity to step over that left leg. Now Lineker puts it over the leg, becomes more difficult to do now.
And oh, by the way, Joe, in that loss to Bagautinov, Lineker had a tough cut, travel. He said he really didn't have a good training team, but tough cut, something that you talked about a moment ago, something to look out for.
All of his cuts are tough.
Yep.
You know, he's a big guy for 125 pounds. Bagautinov on top now, inside of the guard.
Good shot from the bottom.
Yeah, well, let's see what Lineker has off of his back. We haven't really seen too much of his submission game. Bagautinov obviously is elite. Not just titles in Sambo, but also in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well.
11 wins by knockout, just 3 by submission for Lineker, 23 wins overall. 4 of those inside the octagon.
He's a Russian champion in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
You look at the things that he's accomplished as an amateur and somewhat as a pro in wrestling and Sambo, etc. It takes up half the page, Joe.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why this is such a smart strategy. I mean, he's a very good striker. We saw that in the Tim Elliott fight, but, you know, why take chances with this heavy-handed guy? You can put him on his back and pop him like this. Yep.
10-fight winning streak, as we mentioned.
Lineker has got to do a better job of trying to control the posture of Bagautinov. His legs are just sort of dangling there. Either put the feet on the hips and push him away like he's doing there, or wrap those legs around him tight and hold him in place. And Lineker going for a leg lock, that's a terrible idea. Against a guy like Bagautinov, oh, that's a dumb move. Oh, but look at this, though. Oh, maybe it's not a dumb move.
Can he get it?
Well, Bagautinov is so concentrating on getting him. They're in what the Brazilians call the 50-50 position here.
He gave it up.
Yeah, Lineker gave it up, but he's in a position right now where he's got an inside heel hook, which is the most devastating type right there. Oh, that's nasty.
A little Sambo right there, Joe.
Yeah, Lineker's got to scoot his hips back. He's got to get that left foot free. He's got to scoot his hips back. If he does not, he's in trouble.
Dangerous game for both of these men to be playing right here.
Well, even more so now, he's attacking the right leg. Lineker's got to spin out of there. Okay, there they go.
All right, so no more playing footsies. They're back to the feet.
And he's telling him, let's punch. But that's ridiculous. Why would he do that when he just took you down, right?
Lineker with more strikes landed thus far in the fight. Our stats are powered by Ram Trucks. Guts, Glory, Ram. See who fires.
Yeah, when I say that Lineker's got big power, there's a nice kick and a catch.
Yep.
Nicely done by Bagautinov.
Sticking with his game plan so far.
Yeah, so far, what we would expect from the grappling expert in Bagautinov and Lineker, not really able to get off those big power punches that he's known for. Good job by Bagautinov of pinning down that left arm as he's slowly but surely trying to make his way out of this position, out of this half-guard position. Lineker trying to tie up that right arm for a Kimura. Bagautinov tucking it in between his legs. And here, what's interesting is you're not allowed to grab your opponent's shorts, but you can grab your own shorts to defend against things like a Kimura.
Well, you saw graphically, both takedowns belong to Bagautinov, but Lineker, even from his back, has been busier with the ground strikes. 15 seconds on the clock here in round 1.
Bagautinov able to hold his hand in place. Not much time left. Steps out of it. He's out of the... Oh, big shot.
Quincy. Respira que você já sabe o que ele quer.
You know what he wants.
Você já sabe o que ele quer.
You already know what he
Dá a
wants.
toalha aí.
Vai que eu seguro. Respira, presta atenção.
Keep breathing, pay attention.
Tá baixando. Se você começar com
His right hand's going down, you gotta start with the cross.
já percebeu que ele está tentando te botar pra baixo.
You already know that he's gonna try to take you down.
Não pula no punch. Não dá pra pular. Você tem que
So you can't jump.
Você vai ter que fazer
You gotta wait for him to come in and you straw.
tudo começando de direito. Começa direito, termina
But everything's starting with the right hand. His right hand's going down.
Se você ficar
Well, fans, we want to know who you think will win tonight's main event of the evening. You can vote online or at UFC.com/vote or on your cell phone by texting 1 for Renan Barão or 2 for Uriah Faber to 88222. That's 1 for Barão, 2 for Faber to 88222. We'll keep you updated on the voting throughout tonight's pay-per-view. Our text voting brought to you by Metro PCS, where nationwide 4G LTE is $40 period. 2 titles on the line here at UFC 169. Round 2.
Lineker's corner's telling him, you know what he wants to do. So meaning they want him to try to avoid that takedown. And Bagautinov been pretty dominant in the grappling exchanges.
Goes low and then high. I mean, wrestling and grappling is truly part of the culture in Russia. Bagautinov started wrestling in his first year of school. It's in the curriculum, Joe, at school.
It's so interesting seeing Bagautinov striking with Lineker because he's so wary of the punching power.
Right.
This kid has such freaky power that it's not like there's a few guys that can hit this hard in the flyweight division or 1 or 2. He's the only. I mean, he hits like twice as hard as everybody else.
Nice knee.
Bagautinov, who was so aggressive in his striking against Elliott, there he goes. Now he's teeing off.
He's got good power, too, like a lot of the guys, but like you said, Lineker's just on another level.
Yeah, it's freak. It's like he's cheating. He's got rocks in his gloves. Oh, man.
And that oftentimes, they say, is just something you're born with.
Oh, yeah, you're born with it.
Robbie Lawler.
George Foreman, you know, those giant canned hams that he has from fists.
Robbie Lawler, Johnny Hendricks. How good's that
Oh,
gonna be?
my goodness. I don't know if my heart could take it. And that's going to be in that giant arena in Dallas.
It's going to be awesome.
Bagautinov using good movement here, making sure he doesn't get his back up against the cage. Lineker is stalking him.
Yeah, Lineker's got to let his hands go, Joe.
Well, you know, he's got to be careful to not get taken down, though, in the process. I mean, all he needs is one shot. That was a nasty shot to the body there by Lineker. All he needs, he believes, is one shot. And there's another nasty shot to the body. He's decided to switch to the body here, Mike. He's gone downstairs 3 times now in a row. And Bagautinov does not like it.
Body strikes, Bagautinov, 22-17. That's head strikes, pardon me. There's your body strikes.
Well, these body strikes are nasty. He's just loading up on him, telegraphing him, and Bagautinov is just terrified.
Both of those punches connected. Lineker.
Look at the difference when Lineker hits him.
Yes.
It's weird power.
I think these body shots may give us a change of momentum to the Brazilian side.
There's another one. Oh, man, that hurt him. That body shot hurt him.
Wanted it again.
Ducks right under. Looking for that takedown.
Those are awesome.
Bagautinov trying to suck in that ankle. He lost it. Now on the other leg.
Those shots with the elbow.
Those are painful.
The hip can do some damage.
But they're not to organs, it's to the lats.
Right.
Not nearly as bad as those body punches he was in. There's a nice knee.
Don't forget, Saturday, February 22nd, from the Mandalay Bay Event Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, Bud Light presents UFC 170. Our main event, Ronda Rousey and Sarah McMahon for the women's bantamweight belt, live on pay-per-view. Our coverage begins with UFC prelims on Fox Sports 1 at 8 p.m. Eastern.
How interesting that the first time in my, as far as I know, has there been a time before where two Olympians fought inside the octagon?
This might be the first.
And they're women.
Yes, and Daniel Cormier, an Olympian, goes against Rashad Evans at 205.
But two Olympians going up against each other, I believe that's the first time.
Big swing.
Bagautinov again trying to get this takedown, but good defense for Lineker in this round.
Great takedown defense for Lineker.
I think a lot of that has to do with the punches that he's landed to the body of Bagautinov have slowed him down.
Once again, our stats powered by Ram Trucks. Clutch Glory Ram. 30 seconds on the clock here in the second.
His style is so much different than any other flyweight. All the other guys like Demetrius Johnson or Benavidez are light on their feet. Lineker comes in flat-footed, wades forward, loads up, telegraphs, but if he hits you once, you're on clear street. The body by Bagautinov, but second to the left.
Yeah. Ali.
Ali. Раз-два, хай-кик лево. Раз-два, хай-кик. Делай кикбоксинг, все классно.
1-2, right kick. Hit him and move, hit him and move. Breathe.
Дыши, понял?
On frequent occasion in round two, and it was very effective.
Yeah, that was a good round for Lineker. Slowed Bagautinov down, stuffed a lot of those takedowns, and I think a lot of that had to do with those. This is just such a different fight for Bagautinov than the two previous performances we've seen from him inside the octagon.
The old saying is styles make fights.
Yeah, but look at the way this guy, I mean, Lineker is, it's such an unusual thing to see. A guy stalking, just loading up, moving forward, and his opponent treating the guy like he's holding a knife. I mean, it really is like that.
Looking for it. Got it.
All right, he's got him down.
That's big.
It is certainly big. If he can step over that left leg, he'll be in side control. Nope, Lineker back to his feet. Nicely done by Lineker.
Good wall walk.
But Bagautinov still has a body lock on him. Let's see if Bagautinov can trip him. Nice. Very nice. Beautiful job by Bagautinov.
That one hurt too.
Now he's in full mount. Yeah, that did hurt. You saw the wince.
Yep. So after stuffing 6 straight,
Full mount.
2 straight takedowns are landed by Bagautinov.
And look at this. Lineker going for the Kimura and manages to get into a half guard position. Lineker likes that Kimura. I mean, it's possible to get it from here. But the problem is, if he did get it, most likely he would try to flip him over, and the cage is in the way here. And now he's not going to get it. Now he's not going to get it because he doesn't have any control of the body. And he's got to be careful that Bagautinov doesn't take the far side armbar. The far side armbar is available if Lineker overcommits to the Kimura and does not have control of the body. That's Matt Hughes versus George St. Pierre 1. George St. Pierre overcommitted to the Kimura, and Matt caught him with the far side armbar with beautiful technique.
459. of the round, 1 second.
Beautiful takedown by Bagautinov.
So all of a sudden, Ali Bagautinov effective in his game plan again. And with Bagautinov taking him down, leaning on him, punching on him, making him carry his weight, does this affect the cardio of Lineker?
It most certainly does, but what it really does is it also scores points in the judges.
Big time.
I mean, you got to think that Lineker's cardio is a little bit compromised because of the horrible weight cut, but he looks fine. And as far as his physical performance inside the octagon, I haven't seen any slowing down from him at all. The slowing down, really what I saw was from Bagautinov eating those body shots.
Knee.
Good control here by Bagautinov.
Yeah, Lineker trying to get back up.
Bagautinov still got a body lock on him as Lineker stands up. Good knees by Bagautinov.
Very relentless in the world of grappling.
Yeah, and he's got double underhooks here. Throwing these knees if he so chooses.
Lineker continues to wince, Joe.
Yeah, those are hard shots.
Or maybe he's got some damage on some ribs.
Yeah, I
from
think
earlier. I think something's already banged up a little bit.
Well, I think he definitely hit the ground very hard. It's
Was
very
that hard
possible.
takedown, right?
Yeah. That was a huge slam.
Yeah, because we saw it on his face.
Yeah, there was a nice knee.
Still in it, though. Just over a minute on the clock here in the third and final round.
It's so weird. I mean, the kid moves like a heavyweight. He's like a plodding heavyweight.
And at this point, Lineker needs to turn it up. And he's the one who gets hit. And maybe the effects of that slam, the cut, and just the battle he's been in with Bagautinov.
Bagautinov gets a takedown again, this time in the middle of the octagon. Much harder for Lineker to stand up.
So he landed 2, then 6 in a row with stuff, and now he's landed 4 straight.
Lineker looking for a leg lock, but he doesn't have the legs laced up. He's eating some punches here. Now he's got the leg laced up. But Bagautinov probably been leg locked a million times in his life. You know, look at him. See what I'm saying? He's waving.
Exactly.
I mean, this guy is not worried about being heel hook for leg locks. Look at that.
This is the man who thinks he's just won the fight.
Yeah. Well, that's also a guy who's been doing sambo since he was a baby.
Some guys know when the position is one in which it's either a finishing position or not dangerous to them. Go back to Nate Diaz years ago when he knew he had to finish for the fight.
Against Kurt Pellegrino, he locked on that triangle, and one of the greatest triangle finishes of all time. Double bicep flex, double bird.
Yep. And the backflip by Bagautinov. Our fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go.
You know, that was a body kick there and a big slam. And here's the hard body shots of Lineker. Boom. Yeah, you see him grimace. That hurt. Most likely rib damage. Could be his back. I mean, it's hard to tell if he was actually hurt or if he was just hurt in pain from the slam and okay afterwards. Definitely an interesting fight, and a fight that, in my opinion, highlights how good Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson is.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
I mean, you want to talk about a guy being above and beyond the pack. That kid's sensational.
Looking for it. Got it.
All right, he's got him down.
That's big.
It is certainly big. If he